Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If there's one thing that the NFL offseason always brings, it's the endless speculation and the endless possibilities of how teams are going to improve, reshape, and sometimes completely overhaul their rosters. And right now, the buzz surrounding the Green Bay Packers is reaching a fever pitch, especially with rumors swirling about a potential blockbuster trade that could dramatically alter the landscape of the NFC North and even the NFC as a whole. The name that's been grabbing headlines, Derwin James, the versatile safety and absolute playmaker from the Los Angeles Chargers. Yes, you heard that right. The same Derwin James who's been one of the most dynamic safeties in the league, someone who can do it all, cover, blitz, make tackles, create turnovers, is now being linked to the Packers in a trade scenario that's got analysts and fans alike buzzing. It's not every day you see a player of James's caliber potentially changing teams mid-season, but all signs seem to point toward a real possibility, and it's worth exploring what this could mean for Green Bay. Let's break it down. The Chargers, currently sitting at 4-6, are facing some serious financial constraints. They're reportedly in a bit of a cap crunch, with around $14 million in cap space and a need to make some tough decisions. According to reports from Diana Rossini and other NFL insiders, Los Angeles is considering trading away Derwin James, possibly for a second-round pick in the 2026 draft. That's a significant return for a player of James's caliber, especially considering his age, just 29, and his proven impact on the field. The Chargers are focusing on bolstering their offensive line, especially after Justin Herbert's struggles with accuracy, completing only around 61% of his passes, which is below expectations for a franchise quarterback of his caliber. From the Chargers' perspective, it's a tough call. They're losing a Pro Bowl safety who's been a cornerstone of their defense, but at the same time, they're prioritizing fixing their offense to help Herbert reach his full potential. The Chargers' defense, though talented, has been a bit leaky, allowing over 230 yards per game through the air, and that's a problem when you're trying to win close games. The loss of James would be a blow, no doubt, but it could be a strategic move to reload for the future. Now, let's consider what Derwin James brings to the table. The guy is a Swiss Army knife on defense. He has a knack for making game-changing plays. 58 tackles, 4 interceptions, 3 sacks so far in 2025, all while grading out with an impressive 89. 8 PFF score. His versatility means he can blitz, drop back into coverage, or come up big in run support. His career stats are equally eye-opening, over 15 interceptions, 500 tackles, 22 sacks, and he's been a 4-time Pro Bowler. A player like that, especially at his age, is a game-changer. His ability to generate turnovers, he averages close to 1 turnover per game, and his knack for forcing fumbles is reminiscent of the impact Ed Reed had during his prime. James's presence would elevate any defense, and for the Packers, that could be a true X-factor. Speaking of the Packers, they're sitting at a solid 5-1 record, with about $11 million in cap space for 2026, and they're already looking to bolster their secondary. Adding a player like James would be a massive upgrade, especially considering the current state of their safety core. Xavier McKinney, who's been solid in his own right, could form a lethal duo with James, blending versatility, coverage ability, and playmaking prowess. The Packers' defense has been trending upward this season, but adding a player of James's caliber would push them into the top-tier defenses in the league, reminiscent of the dominant 2019 Patriots or even the 2019 Patriots defense, which was one of the best in recent memory. Statistically, James would fit perfectly into the Packers' scheme. His coverage grade is +2, one higher than league average, and his blitz sack rate is +13%, meaning he's not just a coverage guy. He's a disruptive force that can get after the quarterback. His ability to force fumbles and create turnovers would increase the Packers' chances of flipping field position and scoring off defense, a crucial aspect of winning tight games in December and the playoffs. The Packers have been surprisingly resilient this season, and with a few more pieces, especially on defense, they could be serious contenders for a deep playoff run. Now, looking ahead to the potential impact of this move, the odds of the Packers making a Super Bowl run would see a significant boost. Currently, the betting odds for the Packers to reach Super Bowl LX hover around +2, 500, but could improve to +1, 400 if they land a player like James. His presence could be the difference maker in close games, especially in high-pressure situations. His track record of elevating defenses, bringing to mind the legendary Ed Reed, makes him a perfect fit as a playoff X-factor. His ability to force fumbles, disrupt passing lanes, and cover multiple positions on the back end would give defensive coordinator Joe Barry a versatile tool to craft complex schemes that keep opponents guessing. Of course, such a move isn't without its risks. The Chargers are somewhat skeptical about trading away a player of James's caliber, and it's a gamble for the Packers as well. Giving up a second-round pick might seem like a lot, but when you consider the immediate impact James could have, it's a trade worth contemplating. The Packers' defense, which has been solid but not spectacular, would instantly become one of the league's best with James and Xavier McKinney leading the way. Their third-down stops would improve, and turnovers could jump from around 1-4 per game to a much higher clip, a game-changer in the playoff chase. Furthermore, the trade could send a message to the rest of the league that the Packers are all in for a deep playoff push. With a talented roster and a strong coaching staff led by Matt LaFleur, adding a player like James could elevate the team's confidence and swagger. His presence in the secondary would also help younger players develop, creating a culture of aggressive, ball-hawking defense that could carry them far into the postseason. Now, let's touch on the bigger picture. The NFC North is shaping up as a competitive division this year, with teams like the Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings, and Chicago Bears all vying for supremacy. But the Packers, with a revamped defense and an offense that's shown resilience despite some inconsistencies, could be the team to beat if they make the right move. Adding Derwin James would give them a defensive superstar who can change the course of games, and that kind of player is rare. His ability to play anywhere in the secondary, blitz effectively, and make plays in clutch moments makes him a true difference maker. In terms of playoff implications, James's arrival could tilt the balance in the NFC. The top teams always have that one player who can flip the script. Think of the impact Aaron Donald had for the Rams or T.J. Watt for the Steelers. James has that kind of potential, especially in high-stakes games. With a playoff seeding within reach, the Packers could be positioning themselves as serious contenders, especially if they leverage their cap space and draft assets wisely to make this happen. As we look ahead, it's clear that the NFL landscape is constantly shifting, and the Packers are right in the middle of that storm. This potential trade for Derwin James isn't just about adding a star. It's about making a bold statement that Green Bay is here not just to compete, but to dominate. It's about building a defense that strikes fear into opponents and giving Jordan Love the kind of support he needs to succeed under pressure. The excitement around this possibility is palpable, and if it comes to fruition, it could be one of the most significant moves in recent Packers history, setting the stage for a thrilling rest of the season and beyond. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you believe that acquiring Derwin James could be the missing piece that takes this team to the next level? Or do you think the Packers should focus on other areas of need in the draft or free agency? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Green Bay Packers. Remember, this isn't just about speculation, it's about the passion we all share for this team. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. We're in this together and the best is yet to come. Let's keep the faith, and as always, Go Pack Go.